Okay.
Mayor Gene Quan, great to see you.
Good to see you, Zenny.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the inauguration today?
You know, people were saying that not as many people are going to come, but I've run into a lot of grassroots people from all over the country, so maybe they're not staying in the hotels, etc. But I think you're going to have a great turnout. We can already see all the way back to the Washington Mall.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
You're right. Yeah.
I think it's just that you're going to have a lot more grassroots people. I think that's the way the Democratic National Convention felt too. Like I sat next to people who had done church dinners to get enough money to get to come. I think Obama's whole campaign was very grassroots, so I expect we'll have a great crowd today.
Yeah, I got to ask you too. Chief Bratton's the answer, or part of the answer?
You're asking about the place? Can I say one more thing about this? Is that, I've met people all over from Oakland, and, they're parts of the people who were in the grassroots campaign. They weren't even delegates, but a lot of people brought their mothers and their relatives. We're sitting next to Dolores Huerta's granddaughter from the United Farm Workers.
Over here, right?
Right, over here.
Yeah, right over here. Yeah, she's like over there. Yeah, right.
So, and I've run into a lot of, business people and other people from the Bay Area. So, this is very diverse, very grassroots, so I'm very proud to be here. It's just like the convention.
And
now I'll answer your question on Brad. What about Chief Bratton?
The answer?
About?
To our problems with the police?
He's not the answer. I think people are looking for saviors, or people are looking for boogie people. The reality is to bring down violence and crime takes not only everybody in the city, and one of the reasons I really came this time is because I knew the U.S. Conference of Mayors was going to take up this national campaign. It is not going to be easy, but quite frankly, we cannot keep our cities safe. Oakland has really strict gun and ammunition laws. The state has relatively strong laws, but these guns keep pouring in from Nevada and other areas, and kids can buy them online. I've had basically children, people under 18, who had assault weapons. This last group of weapons that we picked up after that set of murders between the 2 or 3 groups, we had some of them in ceasefire, and when we went to go visit their homes, or when people turned in people and told us where we could find guns, of the 11 guns, 3 of them were assault weapons. One of them was an AK-47. Another one was one of those converted automatic weapons that had 100 rounds of ammunition. We're not going to bring down the murder rate in Oakland unless I can get a federal solution to control the guns and control the ammunition.
More gun buyback programs, maybe?
We'd like more gun buybacks. I know some of my other colleagues in government are looking at that. One of the things in our recommendations I posted on my website is that we would like maybe a fee on bullets or whatever that we can then use for gun buybacks. We're always looking for funding sources. We had a tremendously successful buyback where we actually had a waiting list because of a donation of $100,000 split between Oakland and San Francisco. But, I think that kind of program where young people are reaching out and people in the community are reaching out. I was touched this time that a lot of family members, girlfriends, aunties brought in guns.
Wow, really?
Right. Because, they're basically saying, you can't have this gun, we're bringing it in. And it was pretty interesting. And, I had not quite seen that before, but at the level that we had this time. And I think people are tired of the violence and of the shooting, and the reality is that we could actually have less shooting. A lot of the mayors told me that they actually had less shootings but more murders this year because of the automatic weapons. And that's clearly, when you have somebody who's 15 who has an automatic weapon with 100 bullets in it, we're going to have more people injured, and the indiscriminate use of guns. So when people here tell me, we don't know if we can do it, I've met with several people in the administration. I said, I have children with automatic weapons. You've got to get them off the streets. We at least got to try, right? Because, children with automatic weapons are dangerous to everybody. So, and that's everywhere. And so we had 12 children murdered last year. We might have been just in the wrong place, or partly because some of these young gangs are pretty young and they're shooting each other, and we've got to stop them.
And, you know, as much as it warms us to talk, I know we want to enjoy the inauguration. Thanks a lot.
It's okay. It's a good occasion. So back on Bratton. So Chief Bratton is part of our consultant team that has several top chiefs. So he's not going to be running the police department, but the reality is that he helped invent the ComStat system, which Oakland has been implementing, and it's absolutely critical for us going back to community policing, where the city is divided into zones, and I have squads of police responsible for specific areas, and who I can hold accountable. So that's critical.
Yeah.
Hello, hi, how are you doing?
Mayor Quan, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.